Our next guest says the country is awash in it.
Oh, really?
And the problem has only gotten worse. Jonathan Haidt joins us now. He's a social psychologist at New York University Stern School of Business. I apologize for the stupidity of
Jonathan,
the conversation we just had.
We're just helping you out on your thesis.
But this piece, it's a sweeping new piece for The Atlantic entitled "Why the Last 10 Years of American Life Have Been Uniquely Stupid." Also with us for this discussion is Professor at Princeton University, Eddie Glaude Jr., Mike Barnicle, Katty Kay, still with us as well. And Professor, I first want to talk about the impact of social media on this issue that you're talking about. How much has social media and the internet played into the dumbing down of society?
So it's great that you open with Dumb and Dumber, not just because I agree with Joe that it's one of the 4 greatest movies ever made, but because it's about stupid people. It's about individual stupidity. And that's not what I'm talking about. If anything, Americans are getting smarter, better educated. It's not about stupid people. I'm a social psychologist. I study morality, politics, and how we are so good at confirming whatever we want to believe in. And it's only our institutions that correct that. It's universities, journalism with good standards. We're smart, not because our IQ is high, but because our institutions evolved over time and got really much better at leading us to truth. Until the early 2010s, when something went haywire. First, we saw it on campus around 2014, 2015, and then it spread into many other domains of life. And it is, I believe, what I argue in the article, is that social media changed between 2009 and 2012. It became not about sharing photos of your kids, but about attacking others with cheap shots and no context. And when that happens, it's as though everybody in the world is issued a dart gun to shoot whoever they want, and they mostly shoot the leaders, the people in power, the people that they want to take down. And when that happens, people stop dissenting, people stop bringing contrary voices, and the organization or institution gets stupid. So the point of the essay is social media has made us structurally stupid, not individually.
You actually got an endorsement yesterday, a tweet from Jeff Bezos.
Oh, I was thrilled about that.
Who tweeted your piece, said, "This piece by Jonathan Haidt is thoughtful, beautifully written, and important, very worth the long read." And it is. It's going to start a lot of conversation. It already has. It's an extraordinary piece. We were talking about those dart guns and the people who wield the dart guns, and how it is a small, loud, often extreme group who spends its time on social media, who picks up on the easiest way for them to hit at somebody. And by the way, sometimes the people they go after deserve to be criticized. They deserve everything they have coming, but oftentimes they don't. So how did we get to the point where such a small group of people wielded so much power online?
Yeah. So first, it's not one small group of people. It's 4 small groups of people. So Mark Zuckerberg often says, how could it be wrong to give more people more voice? Now that sounds good if you're going to elevate everyone, or especially elevate those who don't have voice. And back in the early 2010s, that's what we thought social media was going to do. There was a period where we thought, this is the best thing for democracy. Autocracy can't possibly withstand connected citizens. And that reached a pinnacle around 2011, 2012. But what happened after that, after social media got much more hyper-viralized, it wasn't like that in the early days. Once it became much more like you can shoot darts, things go viral. Once that happened, 4 groups really picked up the guns. 4 groups used them powerfully. It is the far right, the far left, trolls, who are always men, not women. They're always men who enjoy harassing people and get prestige from it or some sort of thrill, and Russian agents who have been expert at this. And they really kicked in their campaign in 2014. So not that it's mostly their fault at all. I'm just saying 4 groups really started going crazy and shooting us and intimidating people. And that's when our institutions get structurally stupid. It wasn't like this in 2012. If you graduated from college in 2012, you didn't see any of this stuff. But you talk to students now, and it's like they self-censor, they're afraid of being ripped to shreds. So that's where we are now.
So, Jonathan, the piece, the last 10 years of American life have been uniquely stupid. Could I suggest maybe you could change the tag title by the last 10 years of American life have been uniquely dangerous? And you mentioned 3 components that we used to have, that we used to share as a culture, that have been incinerated by what's happened in the last 10 years.
Yes, that's right. So if you look at the history of democracy, it's pretty poor, and the Founding Fathers knew that. So they gave us a complicated system, which is a republic with democratic features, and Madison designed restraints and slow things down. So it's a complicated thing, and there's not a big margin for error. And to keep a large, diverse, secular country together, because traditional societies use shared gods, shared blood, and shared enemies to hold them together, that's easy. But a large, diverse, secular democracy relies on things like high trust, high social capital, shared stories, and strong institutions. Those three things are crucial. And if you go through them, social media is like an acid eating away at all three.
Yeah.